signal. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here.
Whoa.
Let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. Mark Dagnall had some words for his team over the last break. He reminded his team just how close this game is, saying, guys, we aren't out of this yet. We still have plenty of time left. Let's go out and execute our game plan, and I promise you, we will win this game. Let's see how they come out of this timeout, Brian.
Okay, thanks, Allie. And another miss by Oklahoma City.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
To the middle. MP is doubled. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. And now a 9-point Memphis lead. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for OKC. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander. There's 31 seconds left in the fourth. Pass to Jackson. Back to MP. And less than 4 but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Walker with the steal. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. He connects. And now they trail by just 4. Here's Morant. And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad foul right there.
Here's Morant. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5.
John Morant taking 2 shots.
And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line. Time called here. The Thunder decide to talk it over. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
And they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Yeah, no time to waste. They basically have to execute things perfectly from here on out.
Alles schon auf.
Williams on the wing, defended by Jackson. Williams passes to Gilgeous-Alexander. Dort for 3. The shot no good. MP way outside. So Memphis wins it, and now they'll move on in the NBA Cup tournament to the West semifinals.
They've got their sights set on winning that cup this year. So far, so good. They just have to keep playing at a high level.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Richard Jefferson, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson saying thanks for watching. So long, everybody.
You earned that one. MP got the job done tonight, as usual.
Natürlich, wie das
They're a good team, but we got you. So we're going to win.
in
The other team's already worried about stopping you, MP.
Das ist das Finale.
Fans, be here for your mascot moments. Offense intends to receive a poster of the grade.
If you don't want to be a part of the upcoming Grizzly game, please visit us online or on the ticket booth for available tickets.
The world-famous Las Vegas sign on the south side of the Strip. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the NBA Cup semifinals. It's been a thriller here in the Western Conference, and we expect more of the same tonight. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Ja Morant.
And guys, I think the best way to measure his performance these last 10 games is his effective field goal percentage, which has improved, a sign that his game is in much better shape than it was not too long ago.
Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. Kyle Anderson is out there with Derek Lively. And it's Grimes in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Grizzlies, they've got Jaren Jackson. Ja Morant, he's out there with Wells. Then it's MP, and it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. And over these past weeks, the excitement has been building for the NBA Cup. I mean, it's palpable. Now, here we are in the West semifinals, the final step before the championship game.
Yeah, there's a lot more on the line here than your regular season contest. A win here tonight for one of these teams means a ticket to the championship. And while this game tonight will count as a regular season win or loss, the championship, that's an entirely unique game outside the regular season schedule.
The bright lights of the NBA Cup semifinals. So much pressure. And guess what? MP thrives in the spotlight. Guys, he loves it.
Yeah, and talking to MP before the game, you could tell he was ecstatic. The entire NBA is watching this one. MP has a huge chance to prove himself. I expect him to have a big game.
A nice shot by MP.
A great sign for MP in his career, the ability to convert in traffic.
And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now we're trying to build around those two guys.
Wells kicks to Morant. Lively against MP. Pass to Wells. Memphis moving that ball around. Back to MP. Got it. Good job in the low post.
The contest was there, but MP was so sure of himself attacking the goal.
First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Doncic with it. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Shoots over Morant. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist by Irving.
Luka doesn't shoot a ton from the mid-range, but he's more than capable and effective when he does.
Here's MP. Comes up empty down low.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And it's Doncic missing.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
MP kicks to Wells. Morant outside. Inside, here's MP. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. MP's got 6.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. Obviously, they're trying to limit the damage Luka Doncic inflicts. That's at the front of his mind. He said, Luka is going to get his. We can't stop that, but we can't let him set up everyone else for easy ones. When the whole team gets involved, we're cooked. So they're going to make him work for every assist out there. Guys?
Thank you, David. The Grizzlies making a switch here. Baines checked in. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Grimes passes to Lively. Stolen by Jackson. Irving against Bane. Jackson from long range. And Lively pulls it down.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Happy to see that one go in for his second make in 5 attempts.
Luka knows he can get that shot off quickly, simply trusting his instincts there.
And MP throws it down.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Mavericks trailed by 3. 1:49 left in the first. Pass to Lively. To the right side. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Memphis. Last time they met was in Dallas, where they beat the Mavericks.
Yeah, it was a narrow win. But in that last meeting, I think foul trouble for the other side may have really just tipped the scale and allowed them to escape with the W.
You know, whether it was their smart play or a few whistles that perhaps could have gone either way, when the games are tight, every decision becomes more magnified.
Doncic finds Lively. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Everything working for them inside so far, guys. Tons of high-quality shots that they're knocking down inside.
And another thing Coach will be thrilled with, the assist numbers, spreading the wealth and creating.
Checked in for the Grizzlies. Wells comes in for Bane. And then for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Anderson comes in for Harris. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Irving. Wells dishes to MP. To the paint. Close in. No stopping MP.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
On the floor for Dallas. Doncic out there with Bones Highland. Then there's Anderson. Then it's Derek Lively. And it's Grimes in at the small forward. From past the arc. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson. Jackson's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Wells passes to MP.
2 minutes remaining.
Outside for Jackson. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Grizzlies making a switch here. Arabia's checked in. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, guys, MP in the last time out against Oklahoma City was all business. He scored 31 points, and he was all over the glass in that one, with a season high in rebounds. He ended up with a stat line he's no doubt proud of, and I'm sure he wants to replicate it again. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Anderson in the post. It's hauled in by MP. And the Grizzlies leading by 13. Wells passes to MP. Offensive rebound. Moravia. Nice D from Doncic. Dallas has gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. For Memphis, they've gotten 7 of their 12 field goal attempts to drop here in the second quarter, up over 50%. It's MP muscling his way for 2.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
You know, they've been the more up-tempo team, clearly. It's helped them gain the advantage in this one.
Here's Anderson. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Got to have the finesse like Anderson did there for that mid-ranger.
Grizzlies have gone 8 of 13 in the second quarter, well above the 50% mark from the field. Pass to Jackson. Memphis moving it around. MP kicks to Wells. Back to MP. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Basket counts.
And he's really made the most of his opportunities today. I mean, he needs to keep working for those kinds of looks.
Lively a screen on Morant. Here's Highland. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that's not the defense you need. You got to be tougher defensively.
And that does it for the first half of play. It's the Grizzlies up by 12. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Hey, please divert your attention to center court. And get ready for the man on court side. Give me a beat. They're thinking about the side.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out.
Lindsay road trip ahead, but that's a challenge they can rise to. Chance to prove their grit.
Yeah, the road can bring opportunity. Doesn't have to be an obstacle.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Memphis Grizzlies.
I'm not going to say this game is monumentous, but I will say it's BWT. And for those who aren't familiar with BWT, that stands for better win tonight. Win or go home. Nobody wants to be sent packing. I'm telling you, this is big. This is big.
Kenny, I think you're starting to adopt Shaq's propensity for Shaq creation of Shaqronyms. You see what you did there? You can use that one too, big fella. Monumentous.
I like that.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
We are just one half away from finding out who will be headed to the championship game of the NBA Cup. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And Clark, on average, free throw attempts are down a fair bit in the last 20, 25 years.
Yeah, I mean, from a fan perspective, I think you compare a field goal to a couple of free throws. It's obvious, though, which is more entertaining to watch. You want to see guys score the ball in live action.
G.G. Jackson is out there with Jackson. Then there's John Morant. Then there's Wells. And it's MP in at the 5. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Outside Irving. Doncic looking it over. Pass to Grimes. From outside, off the mark.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And it's been a well-rounded performance. I mean, strong rebounding has certainly been at the center of it, but it's been good on a number of levels.
Doncic dishes to Anderson. Here's Irving. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Irving's got his third bucket of the night.
That's the thing about Kyrie. He's a three-level scorer.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone when you think about the best ball handlers of all time. Where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
The three for Doncic. Rebounded by Jackson.
Just 1 for 4 from the field, not the way they wanted to start the second half.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, Kyrie Irving has teamed up with Luka Doncic. Kai says he's a winner. I'm a winner. We like going against the best. That's where we connect. It's about how we galvanize the rest of the group. I've seen a lot. I've done a lot. I've failed and succeeded at the highest level. And I want to get back to that place. Kevin?
And if anybody can do it, it is Kai. Title or bust. Thank you, D.A. MP finds Jackson. MP. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his third assist on the night. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. 19-point game. Their next game is at the Rockets Arena in Houston for a game with the Rockets. That'll be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
Love the dunk from Lively, not just settling for the layup.
MP passes to Jackson. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Lively. The kick out to Irving. Back to Doncic. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
The Grizzlies shooting their 4th shot at the foul line here.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
Anderson outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Doncic. Pass to Grimes. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Lively, that's good. Lively's got his second bucket tonight.
Another great pass from Doncic. You pretty much expect him to tally double-digit assists every game.
Inside, here's MP. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Grizzlies lead by 20.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today, ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass?
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He wants to talk to his guys. Checked in for the Grizzlies. And then for Dallas, Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Harris comes in for Anderson. And Bones Highland subbed in for Irving. 1:32 left to play here in the third. Harris outside. And Bain pulls it down. And the Grizzlies leading by 20. Down low, here's MP. Good, and the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 7th assist in the game. Dallas has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Highland passes to Doncic. Highland with a screen on Bain. And it's Doncic missing.
You know, he's just not taking good shots, not taking smart shots, forcing up a lot of low percentage jump there.
Here's MP. Rebounded by Gafford.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Dallas shooting 33% for the night. That's a big thorn in their side right now. Shot by Grimes. No good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
And MP gets it to go on the assist by Jackson. MP's got 12 now in this quarter.
Vor 30
shooting just
Punkte.
33% in the second half so far. They need to look at more high
Also
quality
30
shots.
Mal habe ich getroffen. Und da
Doncic
ist das
outside.
Ergebnis schon.
Shot clock at 5. And the rejection by Jackson. MP from deep three-point land. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. Memphis out in front, running away with this one. And we're coming back in just a moment. Get ready for the 4th quarter of action when we return. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Final quarter. It's the Cup semifinal. One of these teams so close to getting into that championship game. On the court for the Mavericks, Tobias Harris is out there with Daniel Gafford. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then there's Kyle Anderson. And it's Highland in at the 1. Anderson's shot is off.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
And here are the Mavericks now. Over to the left wing. There's the 3. Fred VanVleet grabs the miss. Not enough team.
Interesting point. I don't know if I fully agree with it. Clearly, talent has always been the driver in the league. I think because the league is generally younger, the talent is not as refined, so therefore you have a little disjointedness with teams. But the blend of talent into teamwork is still what the best teams do at a high level.
And that one, good. MP's got 32 points in the game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist. You make your teammates better by giving them good passes. That one was perfect.
Memphis leading by 20. To the inside. Here's MP. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 7 rebounds in the game. Pass to Doncic. And here's Anderson. In the corner, Irving with it. Anderson with the screen for Irving. Shoots over Wells. Can't hit from 12. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Memphis. To the middle. And MP throws it down.
When MP uses his vertical like that, I can get with it. I mean, athleticism should not be wasted.
Pass to Anderson. Going inside. That one drops for him.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. Jackson kicks to Jackson. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Morant passes to MP. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And this is something Morant does well. His knack for knowing when to make that feed is impressive.
Over to the wing. Here's Doncic. And he converts the layup. And that's now 7 points for Luka Doncic.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Grizzlies.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for MP.
Boy, he was absolutely relentless at the offensive end, guys. Smelled blood and went for it.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. Regarding court layout, Clark, do you think there should be more space around the court to reduce collisions?
Yeah, part of me would say that makes a lot of sense and would be true. I mean, you've got to balance that with access to fans who want to be for those premium seats as close to the action as possible. But it is difficult when you see a fan collide with the players. So I think you balance it. I would like to see a little more room, give the fans the experience and access, but maybe create a little more cushion between the playing surface and those high-priced seats. Boy, defense non-existent there, but they catch a break as he whiffs it.
On the wing, Bain. He's looking for MP and finds him, and the basket is good.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there, go get it.
For three, Harris. Edey with the rebound. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
The kick out to Bain. Here's MP. Plays it up and banks it in.
Big miscommunication
Das war's.
on defense.
Wir haben das Finale gewonnen.
Recognizes it and quickly takes it back.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And this sends them straight to the NBA Cup Tournament Final. A huge honor and a great opportunity for this team.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they knew what was on the line tonight, and I think they played with postseason intensity to punch their ticket to the
das ist noch nicht das Finale.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David
Also
Aldridge,
Final,
this is Kevin
ich habe mich
Harlan
fürs
thanking
Finale
you for watching
qualifiziert.
the
Okay,
NBA,
jetzt verstehe ich.
presented by 2K Sports.
Ich habe mich für Finale qualifiziert. Okay, jetzt verstehe ich.
MP, you are the straw that stirs the drink. Wins pay the bills, baby.
Yo, MP went for 40 tonight, man. Congratulations, my brother. Great game.
It's game time, MP. You ready to put that work in?
Also das ist jetzt das Finale. Glückwunsch zum Einzug in das NBA Cup Finale. Hast du Erwartung? Was für ein Gefühl hast du?
Kicks, MP.
big time. Let's get it, MP.
So I'm thinking about letting kids plan the next vacation. Pick 3 destinations and take it.
Objects in motion, stay in motion. As long as they...
What a view of the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. You look at Cleveland, they're still dominant, sitting at number 1 once again.
Well, I think for the Grizzlies, they weren't supposed to be this effective at this point in the season. The question now is, can they sustain it?
Look at Cleveland's starting group. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. A loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. And it's Okoro in at the small forward position. And for Memphis, we've got Wells, MP out there with Jaren Jackson. And there's Jackson, and it's Morant in at the 1 spot. And Greg, this one-off championship game, how does that change the strategy for these coaches?
Kevin, I think you're going to see some tighter rotations. I think the Stars play a little more, maybe a curveball game plan-wise as well. But it is also great prep for the postseason.
And the Cavaliers start out with the ball. And how about this run to the NBA Cup Championship for MP? From the start. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
2 points, that one goes.
And getting the offense started with a high-quality look down low.
Pass to Mitchell from the arc. Drills it from outside. Mitchell's got 5.
And don't give Mitchell too many of those looks. Once he gets in rhythm, it is hard to stop him.
Jackson passes to MP. And Jackson with the basket on the assist by MP.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Mitchell dishes to Garland. Okoro kicks to Mobley. Now here's Allen. Really played well against Orlando in his last outing. Clock is at 3. Fades and shoots. It's rebounded by Memphis. I want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
And that one was all about offensive execution, running your plays, picking your spots.
Yeah, and you know, coaches honestly wouldn't have as much to do if guys shot like that every night.
When Donovan Mitchell, Greg, is on the floor, he is the offense.
Yeah, and that goes beyond just his ridiculous scoring. It gets overlooked that he's also a skilled passer. So one way or another, Mitchell is finding points out there.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Coach Taylor Jenkins gave me a few minutes to catch up. In front of mine tonight, Jared Allen, the outstanding center. They were telling me how Allen does so much out there, particularly on defense. They said Jarrett is an incredible rim protector, and when he's on the floor, they'll avoid driving the paint.
Oh.
Jarrett Allen looming large down low, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Shot's good by Mitchell.
Reliable. That's Mitchell from 3.
And so here's Memphis. Trailing by 2. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
It's Garland with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. This time they met in Cleveland.
Well, last time out, they got the win in large part because of the play of their bench, and they provided a lot of the scoring punch.
And they came away with the win last time in large part due to their depth. Great game from their bench.
Here's Wells. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, he knew he had the size advantage to dominate the defense there. Go right at him.
Pass to Mobley. Back to Garland. Here's Okoro. Wound up there for Allen. And slam dunk by Allen.
When you have an elite wingspan like Jarrett Allen, you make those alley-oops look easy.
MP kicks to Morant. And that one's good. MP. And it's 8 points for MP.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Down low, there's Garland. And it's rebounded by Morant.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
Putting that length and athleticism to use. Jackson rises up.
And it's Allen with the jam.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
Morant finds MP. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Wells in the corner. Outside Jackson. Pass to Morant. Pocket 6. To the inside. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw tonight.
First team foul. At the line for Memphis. MP. One shot. Substitution on the court.
Free throw good, MP.
A quiet but confident player. MP is one of those guys that lets his play do the talking most of the time.
There's 25 seconds left here in the first quarter. Garland the pass to Thompson. Here's Niang. Misses the 3. Here's Wells. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. Wells has got 5 now.
Good instincts from MP. That kind of passing wins the respect of your teammates.
And here's Garland for 3. That shot, no good. MP getting it done for Memphis. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back to 2K's coverage of the Cup Championship game. We're so glad you could join us. In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Grizzlies.
Well, they're in a great flow. The ball's moving. All those assisted buckets means the offense is running well.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
Desmond Bain out there with Fred VanVleet. And there's Jackson. Then there's Edey. And it's LaRavia in at the 3. That's the group for Memphis to kick off.
Substitution on the court.
You got this, MP.
Jackson in the corner. Back to MP. And MP throws it down.
You love to see MP just attack that rim. Young players, take note.
And 1:01 left now here in the second. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's Allen slamming it down.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. Back to MP. And a missed layup. This Cavaliers squad is struggling. Pass to Mobley. Lets it go from deep. That's good, and it's Garland with the assist. Garland's got his 5th assist in this one. And for Memphis, their shooting percentage, 59%. The offense is running smoothly. Outside for Jackson. Back to MP. Jackson in the corner. Shot clock at 6. Here's Wells. Another field goal for him. 4 for 6 shooting tonight.
He's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances. Really using his head.
Pass to Mobley. Now here's Okoro. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies in very good shape with a 23-point lead at the end of the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan at courtside level. Get ready to exercise.
Hey folks, happy you joined us. The action tonight a bit wild and a big deficit now for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Tonight is what we've been waiting for, man. This is really the biggest game thus far in the season. Fans are loving it. It's now really a new favorite time of year, guys, I'm telling you. And you know the best part of it, Ernie? It gets me excited for Thanksgiving.
Man, how quickly we... And moving on, let's take a peek at how the East is shaping up here in the midseason.
I think for Cleveland, you know, Halloween was a long time ago, but this team is still the scariest group in the league. They're striking fear into every team that has to go against them, Shaq.
And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
There's always a buzz around Las Vegas. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. It's been a clinic out there by Jaren Jackson.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. And after the intensity of these last few NBA Cup games, do you all think it'll be hard for these teams to settle back into the regular season?
They'll have to adjust their mindsets for sure. Back to thinking about the long haul, not the do-or-die scenario of the NBA Cup.
And so in the game for the Cavaliers, a loaded backcourt. It's Garland and Mitchell. A lot of length inside. It's Mobley and Allen in the post. And it's Okoro in at the 3. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey guys, MP in the last time out against the Mavericks lit up the floor. He ended up with 43 points, and he was tremendous in that game. That was a season high in points, too. Those are eye-popping numbers he put up. Couldn't possibly top that tonight, could he? We'll find out together. Kevin?
Excellent, David. Thank you. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance.
Garland looking it over, and the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Back to MP. Plays it up off the glass. MP's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Lobbed up there for Allen, and slam dunk by Allen.
And really just unselfish basketball on the interior. That's the kind of pass a coach loves to see.
GA, you look how Garland can create for himself. Very good off the catch or the bounce.
So deadly off of those high pick and rolls because he can dribble into that three. A playmaker that can do that is a headache. Garland knows how to create that space and get his look.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Mitchell outside. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Allen, and it's Allen with the jam.
And that's what happens when you get after it on the glass. Allen grinding it out and creating that second chance opportunity for himself.
Memphis moving it around to the paint. MP against Allen. Back to Jackson. Inside. MP inside. He's against Allen. And the shot goes in.
Yeah, that's a high IQ play by MP. He felt the shot clock winding down and got the shot off.
Garland dishes to Allen. Mitchell feeling it out a bit. Allen with the screen for Mitchell. Puts up a 3. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. MP's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And still looking for his first triple of the second half. He had 3 at halftime.
Okoro kicks to Garland. And the 3-ball is good.
Oh, very solid from deep. Darius Garland hurts you in so many ways.
Outside Jackson. To the middle. He's looking for MP and finds him. Jackson in the corner. Morant with a wide open look. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Morant's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The aggressiveness of Mitchell, willing to take on the entire team to earn that foul.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, they've really been sharing the basketball. All coaches talk about that, try to get their teams to do it. It's really great when you see it in action.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
And people still talk about Mitchell.
Checked in for Edie. Looks like we know who's lifting the trophy tonight, Greg. What a dominant cup championship from them.
I tell you, they are leaving 0 doubt in this version of the cup. They've been the dominant team by far, and boy, have they played an incredible game tonight.
Filling in the perimeter slots, it's Smart and Bain. Then it's Fred VanVleet. Then it's MP. And it's LaRavia in at the 4 spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. MP, the lead pass was put in just the right spot. 25 points for MP.
Yeah, it's so rewarding as a coach to see a young guy like MP succeeding like this on the offensive end.
Porter kicks to Allen, and here's Strus for three. And Desmond Bane pulls it down.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
MP's shot is good.
Well, that's on the defense. How did they let MP get deep positioning like that?
For Cleveland, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in what's been a cold start to the fourth quarter for them. Allen, a screen on Van Vliet. Pass to Strus. Here's Mobley. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, we see the NBA fining players for certain actions or statements.
Multiple offenders are always going to be under the microscope, Kevin. Sometimes they end up playing into those expectations, so those punishments can appear a bit skewed.
Edey's checked in for Fred Van Vliet. Then for the Cavaliers, Donovan Mitchell's checked in for Max Strus. And it's Garland in for Porter. Pass to MP. Good D by Mobley.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Down low. Here's MP. And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. To the inside. Here's Allen. Edey with the rebound. Edey's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's MP. Outside, Smart. Payne for 3. Good, and Smart gets the assist. Smart's got 4 assists now tonight.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Well, if you're looking to get points in a hurry as the game clock's running down, that's certainly the way to do it.
And it's Mitchell with the jam.
And one of Mitchell's great attributes, strength and explosiveness at the rim.
Smart kicks to Bane. Memphis moving it around. Pass to LaRavia. Outside, Smart. Offline with his 3. Cavaliers shooting in this fourth quarter pretty dire at 27%. Got that one up quick.
Garland feels comfortable from just about anywhere beyond the arc, including that short corner.
MP with it. Outside, Smart. Pass to Bane. Here's MP. Nails the baby hook.
And you know they feel good giving their fans a show here while taking care of business.
Yep, the crowd gets to go home feeling good about the win tonight. Their team looked impressive.
Mobley misses. Smart accurate passes, Greg, are really paying off for them at the moment.
And also good off-ball movement. Everyone is paying attention and looking to create the best shot for the team.
And that one's good. MP.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, they've got clutch guys on this team, and they never let up.
Flushed by Allen there. What I love about him, he's a center, and he's not trying to be a guard. He knows who he is.
MP, that's for 2. They get it back. Pass to LaRavia. MP outside. To the paint. Tries again. And he lays it up and in.
Not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate. Exactly what his team needs.
And they've done it. We have crowned our first champions of the season, the winner of the NBA Cup.
Well, they earned that trophy. And man, the Cup certainly added another layer of excitement to the NBA calendar.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. So long and good night, everyone.